Mania, everybody! And not a joke, just a confession. Also, Axe has a I live at home with my parents spray. It's called Axe. All right. Let's get on with your next comic. Put your hands together for Mike Holder!
Thank you very much. Speaking of panhandlers, if you want to be happy, marry a panhandler. She'll never leave the kitchen. I'm Mike Holder, glad to be here tonight. Last night I had a very interesting date. I went on a date with a girl who has bulimia, so I took her to In-N-Out. Seemed very reasonable, seemed very suitable to do that. But she tried so hard to convince me that bulimia is not a mental illness. She says there is nothing wrong with choosing stomach acid as your dipping sauce. I said, God damn, too fucking gross. And I hate it whenever I order a burger with no tomatoes and they still ask me if I want ketchup. They really don't know what it is. And they ask, is that gonna be for the car? I say, no, it's for me, not for the car. And they say, here's a lap mat to keep your lap clean. Well, thank you for explaining the purpose of the lap mat. Who knew? Who fucking knew? Anyway, I don't want to get into politics because politically speaking, I don't know right from left. I just know we will never have a perfect government because all presidents have vices. And the government's main job is to lie to us. They lie all the time. They lie about money, they lie about COVID, and they kept us quarantined for too long. In fact, there's a new documentary about the negative side effects of quarantine, but it's never coming out. And now they want to tell us that aliens exist. Well, I don't care. I just know that if aliens do exist, they're definitely all females. Because we've been trying to contact them for years and there's no fucking reply. Pretty fucking sad. And bit by bit, they're legalizing drugs. And I think the government legalizing all these drugs is just their way of saying, yeah, take all the drugs you want. Because you're going to need it. With the way the economy is going, you're going to need all the drugs you can get. They did a research recently that says weed has anti-inflammatory effects. Well, what a surprise. Who would have thought that weed puts out the fire in your belly? You need more than weed, actually. Weed and mushrooms are supposed to be the minimum drugs you take. Like, even my mushrooms plug, he's trying so hard to sell me DMT. I told him I'm not taking it. I don't know what DMT is, never had it before. I don't know how the high feels like. He said, oh, it's great, man. It simulates the feeling you get right before you die. I said, God damn! I could just eat a Big Mac if I wanted to feel that. Get the fuck out. Then he said, okay, take some LSD. But he said he'll have to charge me double the price for a single dose. I asked why. He said, this shit is so strong, you're guaranteed to have a flashback within the next couple months. So he was charging me for a round trip, basically. That's how you know imagination and mathematics do not mix. They do not mix at all. How much longer do you think it'll be until these Instagram bot accounts start linking themselves to ChatGPT and just start roasting people in the comments? Like, if you thought being bullied in school by a kid with bad grammar is hard, wait till you read the articulate comments about your hairline. They're gonna fuck you up. So God, things like that. Why do we call it rare steak if it's not so hard to find? Like, unless you're cooking an extinct animal, don't call it rare steak. Short of a unicorn steak, not rare steak. Did you know that fireflies never discriminate against each other? They're all light-skinned. Yeah, makes sense to me. Now, regarding the Epstein scandal, I was never interested in seeing the list or prosecuting whoever went there, because all I had in my head was, why is that place still called the Virgin Islands? There's not a single virgin left. Well, thank you very much. I've been Mike Holder.
Keep it going for Mike Holder! All right, let's keep it going for your next comic, James Linder Barnett!